Hello YouTube. Thought I'd show you what I'm working on now. This is, I can't see much of it there, but this is a CJ-10a Jeep. It's a Jeep that AMC made for, I believe, the Air Force pulling airplanes around at the airport. Anyway, the back is, of course, that's not original. The rear wheels used to come back right about to here somewhere, right in there. So the frame's been extended 6 feet. The reason I wanted it is there wasn't that many of them made. I think less than 3,000 with that cab. They're made in Australia, I believe. I don't know how many they got. Probably a lot. It had a Nissan diesel in it. This particular one right here. It's got, well, according to the hobs in the dash there, 5,000 hours. Probably 5 minutes at a time, all cold starts. I took it out. I couldn't make it run right. I had the injectors rebuilt and everything, and it just, I think it's just wore out. That, I'm not real sure about that cosmetic surgery on the block there. I wonder if something hadn't flown through it. So I bought an Isuzu engine. I'm kind of a fan of Isuzu. I had 2 Duramaxes and that little truck there. And they've been great. This is a 4BDT1. It's an indirect diesel, turbocharged. And it actually wasn't even in a vehicle. Well, it was. Somebody in a marina bought it years ago and put it in a Dodge pickup. This was in the early 80s when Dodge didn't have a diesel pickup. And it's got the SAE bell housing. So the folks at Phoenix Foundry, they make adapters for to go from SAE to automotive. That's what the automotive transmission bolts to, is that ring. And then that bolts onto the flywheel so that I can bolt this onto it. And then of course the torque converter. And uses the original starter. I like that idea much better than taking this off somehow and then, well, yeah, I guess I could have, and going the other way. That's just too much paperwork for me. And then this transmission's going to go on it, and that's a Torque Flight 727, and the transfer case, that's out of another Jeep. It's also both of these are rebuilt. This came out of I think a Grand Wagoneer. The original one was locked out. It didn't even have it was perpetually in low range. You could not take it out of low range, and it didn't even have the parts inside to go in high range. There's the old fenders. I'm not going to put them back on. I just don't like those. I'm going to put a CJ-5 front end on it and go that route. So anyway, if I can get this to where I can drive it in and out of the shop here, it's been in here about 2 years now. Today I removed the motor mounts, and then the passenger side had to go back, I can't even remember now, 4 3/4 inches, and the driver's side one has to go back 3 inches. And then that Isuzu will bolt right into it. This Isuzu is about 6 inches shorter than that Nissan, so there'll be a little bit more room under there. And believe it or not, this one has more power. It's a 4-liter engine, 4 cylinders, 4 liters, turboed, and it's right around 100 horse. That one is 90, I think. These are supposed to be really good engines, these Nissans, but I just didn't want to mess with it. Anyway, thanks for watching.